The Honourable Member for Indi.
My question is to the Acting Prime Minister. Minister, during the election you made a commitment to replace the RDA by spending $200 million a year under the National Stronger Region program. Minister, the recent announcement that RDA Round 5 projects will not be honoured has had serious implications for the people of Wodonga, Wangaratta, Rutherglen and other beautiful places in regional Australia. Our communities urgently need infrastructure. When can we expect details of the Stronger Region Fund to be announced so that all rural communities can get to work and start planning their future?
Time has elapsed. I call the Honourable the Acting Prime Minister.
Well, thank you, Madam Speaker, and I compliment the honourable member on her maiden question. It is important that we talk about how we can build better futures for people who live in regional Australia, and this government has a very substantial commitment to delivering for regional communities. Now, the honourable member made the obvious point that this government has decided not to honour Labor's election promises made in round 5 of the RDAF.
The member for Ballarat and the member for Franklin will desist.
These were promises that were made in the days leading up to the election and during the election campaign itself, and in some instances never announced at all.
The Acting Prime Minister will resume his seat. The member for Grayndler.
Thank you, Speaker. Point of order, it goes to relevance and it goes to misleading. The Acting Prime Minister knows full well that these were not election promises, these are commitments in the budget.
That is not permitted. I call the Acting Prime Minister.
Well, the honourable member said there were commitments in the budget. The expenditure was in the budget, but certainly the income wasn't. It was coming out of the mining tax. It was coming out of the mining tax. It didn't raise any money. So these were not only election promises, but they are also unfunded election promises.
The member for Grayndler.
The honourable member will, however, be aware that the coalition government did make a lot of substantial promises for the electorate of Indi, and we will honour those promises. They were our election promises. Now, we will be delivering the $50,000 for the CCTV cameras in the Alpine Shire, the $5 million for cardiac catheterisation laboratory in Albury-Wodonga, $150,000 towards the feasibility study for the Bright Hospital, $1.4 million for local roads, and a Green Army project in Lake Hume, the Murray River and the Kiowa River. So that's just a few of the things that we have committed specifically to Indi. We will also be funding the Round 3 RDAF project in your electorate, which was not contracted by the previous government.
The member for Ballarat.
But never contracted. So we're anxious to work with people of goodwill to deliver better outcomes for those who live outside the capital cities. And our own National Stronger Regions program will continue that good work into the years ahead. I would expect that next year we will have details of how that program will be operational, but in the interim there are around 250 election promises that we have made in regions for specific projects in local regions which we will be delivering to electorates like Indi and others around the country.